while the press and the pundits are predicting a giant red wave, it didn't happen. And I know you were somewhat miffed by my obsessive optimism, but I felt good during the whole process. I thought we were going to do fine. While any seat lost is painful, some good Democrats didn't win the last night. Democrats had a strong night. And we lost fewer seats in the House of Representatives than any Democratic president's first midterm election in the last 40 years.
The Fox Texas Trio is back to discuss all that happened from the midterm election on Tuesday. Rudy, why do you think messages that Democrats used in Texas didn't play well, but they seem to play well enough nationwide?
Stephen, I think simply O'Rourke was just the wrong guy, and the GOP had the wrong candidates in some of the other key races across the nation. Look, in Georgia, it seems that Kemp beat Abrams with crossover votes that just didn't happen to cross over and help Walker in the Senate race. I think Hillary Clinton was right. Pro-choice voters were mad across the country. Paul Ryan is right. There's some Trump fatigue out there. Democrats did a good job in other states raising fears about Trump. I know one person who believes she was voting against Trump with her ballot in this election. So it's also worth noting that Trump endorsed candidates were about 50-50 in wins Tuesday night. That may be good in baseball, not great on the campaign trail. So it'll be interesting to see how it factors into going forward and with Trump's big announcement on the 15th. Stephen?
Yeah, we're going to be looking forward to seeing what the former president will announce. Greg, were the wins in the close races more so about some of the Republican candidates just being election deniers, being backed by former President Trump? Was this more about the personalities of the candidates, or was it something else?
Stephen, I'm going to bite the bullet here and say our friend Rudy got this one at least partially right several weeks ago when he suggested Republicans miscalculated the electoral impact of the abortion ruling. Stephen, as you said, Dobbs certainly didn't get Democrats over the hump here in Texas, but I think it had a profound impact elsewhere in the country, softening the anticipated midterm reversal. As for the large contingent of GOP election deniers, I think that talk hurts Republicans with moderate swing voters and will continue to hurt them if they insist on making the claim without any proof that stands up to serious scrutiny.
Now, this question is for both you guys. Rudy first, did these big polarizing issues like abortion, like the border, did that benefit down ballot candidates? I know we can only speak for Texas, but did that benefit down ballot candidates, or do you think the turnout was what it was and people were going to vote how they wanted to?
Oh, that's a hard question. In Williamson County, it certainly didn't help because Williamson County, like I said earlier, went purple. I think in South Texas, it worked. And I think as we start crunching the numbers over the next few weeks and days, we're going to take a look at that South Texas really was a factor in, at least in the governor's race.
Greg, what do you think?
Stephen, I got to think, even with straight ticket balloting, a thing of the past in Texas, single issue voters persevered down some pretty long ballots and voted their partisan lean. For example, that means a good Democratic family court judge with nothing to do with the border didn't get any votes from folks worried about illegal immigration, and a solid Republican county commissioner with nothing to do with abortion got zero support from folks focused on reproductive choice. Now, did it ultimately make a difference in local races? I'm going to go with Rudy. I'm afraid we're going to have to wait on the expert number crunchers to get any type of clue.
Okay, that's all the time we have. To see this episode or any of our past interviews with politicians around the state, go to our station's YouTube channels.
And keep the conversation going by messaging us on Twitter.
Join us next week as we discuss our state's $27 billion surplus and sit down with a Texas lawmaker known as the Tax Man, Republican Senator Paul Bettencourt. And don't forget to tell us what you think the issue is.